Being from the south side of Chicago, there's this broader narrative, all these bad things on the south side, but the south side is not a monolith. So you have all these different pockets. Some pockets may not have a lot of resources. Some pockets are extremely resourced. When you talk about a city like Chicago, one of the most important things is to understand segregation. The Great Migration actually has two sections, right? White citizens of Chicago were fearful this black scourge of people were coming to take over neighborhoods or what have you. And they expressed this concern to the mayors and to realtors. So realtors actually devised a system that disallowed black people to purchase homes. And they would draw a red line to show where black people could not buy property, right? So this is known as redlining. About the late 50s, you still had large industry here in Chicago, and black families could actually work in those spaces. The late 70s, 75% of those jobs were gone. Also, what happens is the city begins to remove resources, and what has been put in its place is a strong police presence.
And we are right now in Inglewood, which is a neighborhood located on the south side of Chicago. You may notice if you travel Chicago that this neighborhood doesn't look as well-to-do as, say, some of its north side neighbors. Between the 1950s and 1960s, 75 to 95% of all homes sold to black people were sold on land sale contracts disguised as a mortgage. 2 decades running, 75 to 95% of all black people who bought homes in Chicago, they were buying homes where they got no equity until you paid the home off in 25 years. But worse than that, it was really a rent to own. And so let's say a black person fell one payment behind, they would evict them and then let it sit so they can cash out on insurance. There are 600 pieces of property still standing in Inglewood right now that we know are the byproduct of the land sale contracts. If you look at the signs, we know the names of the people. We know the people that they tricked. And this is a very prevalent thing on both the south side and the west side of Chicago. And a lot of times when folks are displaced, no one takes the time to find out where they're going to end up. So we have no idea.
The quality of life and the wealth on the north side is extremely higher than the quality of life and the wealth on the south side.
A lot of families, particularly black low-income families, left the city, left their neighborhoods. So when you're losing students, particularly in the south, southeast, southwest side, and depending on how many students you had show up, that's how much funding you would receive next year. There really wasn't more thought into the needs of the school, the needs of the community, the needs of the families who attend these schools.
The lack of teachers on the south side as opposed to fully staffed schools on the north side.
People in leadership have always historically made decisions around, well, the south side is just going to get less money because, one, all the black poor people live there, and they don't want to give them access to the same resources, to the same funding, to the same quality of education, or the quality of a building.
The buildings, oh my God. The actual physical structures, the south side has very dilapidated buildings while the north side has modern state-of-the-art buildings.
The crime kind of stays in its own proximity, right? Like those who engage in crime have crime happen to them. People make the south side feel like even if you're just minding your business, something's going to happen to you. That's absolutely untrue. So I think that would be the first kind of misnomer I would want to correct about the south side. Inglewood particularly, something that's needed that would help change it. Attention paid to the local schools, all our extracurricular, our special program, our trade programs. We Chicagoans and Chicago as a city perpetuates the notion that the south side is inherently dangerous. And so when everybody from top down tells you that a place is dangerous, then you're slow to invest in that, right?
Yeah, we want to welcome you to Chicago, to Inglewood, right here, where you may hear something, but we want you to come down here and see what it is.